Hello friends, welcome you all to another lecture, and today we are going to start with paper number 5, unit number 1, literary terms, and today we are going to deal with the last term of unit number 1, literary terms, and that is the ambiguity. So let's get started. So first we are going to start with the definition of ambiguity. So what is ambiguity? So ambiguity or a fallacy of ambiguity is a word or a phrase or statement which contains more than one meaning. So if there is a dual meaning, if there is a two meaning within one sentence or within one word, it is called as a ambiguity. So you must have heard the Marathi hero, one of the very famous hero, that is the Dada Konke. And if you watch his movies, Ram Ram Gangaram or other kind of movies, and if you listen the songs of his movies, for example, I will give you one example of the movie Ram Ram Gangaram, one of my favorite movie. So there is one song that is the Gangu Taruna Tuza Befana Jasa Ishkasa Atom Bomb. So if you look at these words, so this word have a dual meanings. Two meanings are there. Or there is one another famous song is also Dhagala Lagli Kada. So if you can listen that song on YouTube. So these kind of songs of Dada Kundke have a dual meaning. So if any word or any sentence which have a dual meaning, then it is called as a ambiguity according to this definition. So ambiguous words or statement lead to vagueness and confusion and shape the basis, for instance, of unintentional humor. So there is humor inside that ambiguous words or statement, and as I have given you examples of Dada Konge and his songs, so it makes a confusion between the people in the mind of the listener or the audience or reader. So for instance, it is ambiguous to say I rode a black horse in red pajamas. If you read this sentence, I rode a black horse in red pajamas, so because it may lead us to think the horse was wearing a red pajamas. Okay, the sentence becomes clear when it is restructured as wearing red pajamas, I rode a black horse. So so the first sentence is the ambiguous sentence, and the second sentence, that is gives us clear meaning that I, after wearing the red pajamas, I rode the black horse. So similarly, same words with different meanings can cause ambiguity, such as in John took off his trouser by the bank. It is funny if we confuse one meaning of bank with the bank, which is the building, to another meaning, which is an edge of river. So contents usually resolve any ambiguity in such cases. So actually here is the meaning is that at the edge of river. Okay, the bank. And here if you think about the bank or Bank of Maharashtra or anything bank, so it gives the ambiguous rumorous type of sentence. So that is called ambiguity. I hope that you got the definition of ambiguity. So let's start with the introduction of ambiguity with the literal criticism. So in ordinary uses, ambiguity is applied to fault in style, that is the use of vague or equivocal expression when what is wanted is precision and particularly of reference. Okay, so as we have seen in definition, the ordinary use of ambiguity is to apply the fault in style, that there is a dual meaning. Okay, and dual meaning, or we can say that it is an error in the sentence. Okay, it should be reconstructed. So William Emerson's, he has written one book, Seven Types of Ambiguity, and that book published in 1930. And this book actually contributed in the new criticism, because William Emerson was a new critic. So what is new criticism? So we are going to learn new criticism in the next semester, and we will give in detail example of that. So now I'm not going to give you examples, or I'm not giving you additional information about the criticism, because we don't have enough time. We have to complete it within, okay, 15 minutes. So new critic actually they are the professors, because English was introduced as a syllabus in university in 1930 or 1920 maybe approximately. And after that there were stories, there were drama, there were novels, and the professors are thinking that how they are going to analyze it, how they are going to teach to the students, and therefore they came together in United Kingdom and United States. They came together and they try to make the criticism, and therefore they called as a new critics, and therefore the new criticism emerged. So we are going to see it in detail in the next semester. So in criticism, ambiguity is used to identify a deliberate poetic device. Deliberate here is a deliberate. Hmm. The use of a single word or expression to signify two or more distinct references, as I have given you the examples of the songs of Dada Konke, or to express two or more diverse attitudes or feelings. Multiple meaning and plurigenation are alternative terms for this use of language. They have advantage of avoiding the pejorative association with the word ambiguity. So below are some common examples of ambiguity. We can see here a good life depends on liver. So liver may be an organ or simply a living person. So liver. Okay. So the meaning of liver is it is clear that it may be a living person or it may be an organ. But actually it is about the organ, that how much you eating the healthy food, your life becomes good. Foreigners are hunting dogs. So it is unclear whether dogs were being hunted or foreigners are being spoken of as dogs. So therefore, it is an ambiguous statement. Each of us saw her duck. So it is not clear whether the word duck refers to an action of ducking or a duck that is a bird. The passerby helped dog bite victim. Is the passerby helping a dog bite someone, or is he helping a person who is being bitten by a dog? It is not clear in these sentences. Therefore, these are the ambiguous sentences. So let's try to understand how ambiguity is used in intentionally used in literature. So we are going to see the examples of literature about the ambiguity. So although ambiguity is considered a flaw in writing, many writers use this technique to allow readers to understand the works in a variety of ways, giving them depth and complexity. Let us analyze some ambiguity examples in literature. So example 1, The Catcher in the Rye, and it was written by J.D. Salinger. So you can read the following the paragraph from this text. I ran all the way to the main gate and then I waited a second till I got my breath. I have no wind. If you want to know the truth, I'm quite a heavy smoker. For one thing, that is, I used to be. They made me cut it out. Another thing, I grew 6.5 inches last year. That is also how I practically got TB and came out here for all these godmom checkups and stuff. I'm pretty healthy though. The word they and here used by speaker are ambiguous, but the reader are allowed to presume from the content that they might be the professionals helping out Holden and here might be a rehabilitation center. So let's move to the example second, that is Hamlet by William Shakespeare. On a larger scale, ambiguity may develop in a character on an entire story. For instance, Hamlet is a morally ambiguous character. He kills to avenge his father's murder. He is good because he wants to protect his mother. We are going to study Hamlet and then you will understand the entire story of Hamlet in this semester. So here are some examples of this play. So he kills to avenge his father's murder. He is good because he wants to protect his mother. He is bad because he is willing to kill whom he must to achieve this end. The ambiguity in Hamlet's character is seen when he is hurt by the death of Althea, who is his lover in the play, which is his personal loss, but he does not appreciate the effect that his actions are going to have on others. So example 4, that is Ode to Grecian Urn by John Keats. We find ambiguity in the first line of Keats' Ode to Grecian Urn, though still unravished bride of quietness. The use of word still is ambiguous in nature. Here it means an unmoving object or it may be interpreted as a yet unchanged. So let's move to the last function of ambiguity. So what is the function of ambiguity? Ambiguity in literature serves the purpose of leading a deeper meaning to literary work. By introducing ambiguity in the works, writers give liberty to readers to use their imagination to explore meanings. This active participation of the readers involves them in the prose or poetry they read. So hey guys, I hope that you understood what is ambiguity and how it is used in literary criticism. If you still have any problem, any uh, anything if you didn't get, so please make in comment section or directly WhatsApp me. I will there to solve your queries and your problems. So thank you for watching.